Welcome to the Grow Your Business Cleveland video series. Co-producing and appearing in the series, the talented GYB CLE Interns. Supporting sponsors include NOAC, a regional partnership of Chambers of Commerce, New Image Media, Northeast Ohio's most recognized name in video for business. In this episode, Ron Finklestein, founder of RPF Group, consultant and author, shares the 6 key questions prospects want answered before they buy. After the tip, we go backstage and learn Ron's unique leadership tip, who he never allows in his office, his huge college challenge, and more.
Hi, this is Ron Finklestein with the Business Growth Experience, and I'd like to talk about the 6 key questions your prospects want you to answer before they buy from you. Now, these are very important questions, and they've been distilled over 10 years of research. The first question is, what do you do? And that's a bit of a trick question, because when you're at a networking event and someone says, what do? You typically answer with, I'm a coach, I'm an accountant, or I'm a financial planner, and that's not really what they're asking. What they're asking is, what will I experience when I work with you? What are the outcomes that I can expect? That's where the sales process starts in its simplest form. The second question is, why is what you do important to me? Don't make me think about it. Tell me specifically what you do for me and the outcome that I can expect. Question number 3, why are you the right and safe choice? There's 4 behavior styles, and each one has a specific way they like to buy, and they have specific issues that are important to them. You really want to sell to them the way they want to buy, not the way you want to sell, because you'll alienate a good part of the people who don't buy the way you want to sell. It's a very important people skill to acquire. Question number 4. What do you do better than anybody else in the world in your industry? It could be as simple as providing free shipping. It could be as simple as 100% return on investment. But make it easy for the customer to understand why you're different and what you're going to provide for them. Question number 5. Why is that uniqueness important to me? So there's something you do better than anybody else in the world in your industry because you're you, because you're unique. And that's what makes you special. What you've got to do is tell me why that specialness is unique to me. Is it your background? Is it your experience? Are you going to add value? Are you going to save me time? Are you going to create more money for me? And then question number 6, the last question, is very important. Prove it. And that's, quite frankly, a lot around social media. Prove it to me. Put it out there in the market. A lot of people put false testimonials out there, and it doesn't help your reputation. Make sure that you put your name and your customer's name out there so it looks real. And if they need to reach out and get more information, they can. But social proof is essential to success.
Up next, we get to know Ron. We asked Ron to share a pivotal moment in his career.
When I wrote my first book, I gave it to a friend of mine to read, and she goes, "You sound just like Michael Gerber." And I swallowed hard because Michael Gerber wrote the E-Myth. And here I am, first author kind of thing being compared. It scared me. So I actually put the book aside for 6 months. And then I woke up one day and said, why am I letting my behavior be dictated by somebody I've never met and may not even know? So I just swallowed hard, published the book, and the rest is history.
Up next, a unique twist on leadership from Ron.
Fail forward. Leaders need to understand that they set examples, and people don't need you to be right. They just need you to take action. They need to believe you have their best interest at heart, and they will tolerate and forgive errors as long as you're authentic about owning up to them and you're authentic about addressing them, but they will follow you. And as a leader, you got to understand that you're going to make mistakes and you're going to fail. You just got to understand that's the way of life, that's the way of growth, that's the way of business, and don't let it hold you back. Fail forward.
We were caught a little off guard by Ron's interesting approach to keeping organized. Watch this.
So I have piles and piles and piles and piles of stuff, and I know what's in every pile, but if that pile doesn't exist, if my wife files it, for example, it just doesn't exist, and I'll go out to the store and I'll buy another one, whatever it is. So one of the things that I learned to stay organized is to keep my wife out of my office. It works really, really, really well.
We were really inspired by the challenges Ron faced in college.
My father had a 4th grade education, and he didn't believe in college, so he didn't at all support me. So I was working, the big one was I was working at nights as a custodian cleaning toilets from 11 at night until 7 in the morning, and then going to school from 8 to 3, and then from 3 to 5 doing some homework, sleeping for a few hours and starting that process over again. And then after a short while, my father came back and says, you got to pay rent. I said, well, if I pay rent, I can't go to school. And he goes, not my problem. I go, what happens if I choose not to pay rent? He goes, then you have to leave. So I left. All kinds of interesting challenges there.
So how did Ron score as a Grow Your Business Cleveland expert? We gave a thumbs up for sales knowledge, leadership, sharing, and giving us free books. Special thanks goes to our Grow Your Business Cleveland contributing experts for supporting our mission of growing business and kickstarting careers in Northeast Ohio. So don't miss a video or an opportunity to be part of the show. Subscribe at GYBCLE.com and follow us on our social media channels. And remember, if you like it, share it.